again as I get ready to try and start a brand new run on Jeopardy for the Xbox 360. My original run for this lasted 10 games. Let's see how long I can go this time. This is
Jeopardy!
I should say my original run went to 11 games. I won, I lost on the 11th game.
Please welcome our
Let's
contestant.
see how far I can make it this time.
Player 1. Player 2. Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth
This is the round
$200
with the
to
one daily double,
$1,000 in
and we
these
have
categories.
these categories.
Where's that? Kmart,
Okay, in quotation marks.
World Travel, Steve Martin movies, ballet, and what planet are you from? All right, let's get back into
where's
this.
that
Player
from?
one, it's 1914 completion. This shortened a ship's voyage between New York City and San Francisco by about 8,000 miles. Player one,
What is the Erie Canal?
sorry, that's...
Off to a good start.
Anyone else? Here's the response we were looking for. The Panama Canal.
Panama Canal. Oh.
Player one. Looking like it's going to get the boot and covering nearly 10,000 square miles, it's the largest island in the Mediterranean. Okay, player one.
What is Sicily?
Oh, you're right.
There
On
we
the side
go.
again. Player one. Portland, Salem, and Eugene are the largest cities in this state.
What is Oregon?
It's player one. Good.
Okay. 800, please.
Select again.
Answer there, the daily double.
Answer.
Well, it is early, but I
Daily
can
double.
risk up to $1,000.
You are in the
That's
lead
what I'm
right
gonna
now.
do.
You need to. Here is your clue. Wellington is its capital.
What is New Zealand?
You have maintained your lead. Way to go. Player one, back to
Kmart
you.
for 200.
After criminal activities by this secret society, Oklahoma was placed under martial law in September of 1923. Yes, player two.
Kabbalah?
No.
No. It's not it.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Player one?
What is Callie's Fugs?
No. Sorry. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Let's hear it, player three.
Coop.
Right you are.
Oh, yeah.
Player
there
three,
has,
start us.
there has to be a K.
The 10th letter of the Greek alphabet.
Tenth letter of the Greek alphabet. We know it starts with K.
Here's what we wanted. Kappa.
Kappa.
Player three, back to you for our next
planet are you
selection.
from for two?
It has seasonal weather patterns and iron-rich minerals in the soil, giving it a distinct red color. Okay, player one.
What is Mars?
Yep.
Okay, what planet are you from for 4?
All right, let's greater in mass than all the other planets combined. It's surrounded by dozens of moons. Okay, player one.
What is Jupiter?
That's correct.
Okay, what planet are you from for 600?
You again, player
It's
one.
the
It's the smallest and densest of the outer gas giants and has an appropriate name, as it has a watery interior. Player one.
What is Neptune? Okay, Okay, what planet are you from for 8?
Player 1. Its mean distance from the sun is only about 36 million miles.
What is Mercury?
It's Player 1.
Yeah!
Good. Selecting bands of debris and ice surround it, as do its satellites, including Titan. Let's hear it, Player
What
1.
is Saturn?
That is correct.
Okay.
You
On a
again,
roll
Player
now.
1.
Kmart for 6.
Technically, it's known as the patella. Here's what we were looking for. The kneecap.
Kneecap. Where's that?
You again,
for
Player
1,000?
1. Take me to your lemur. This island country lies about 240 miles east of the African mainland. It's Player 1.
Where's Madagascar?
Right you are.
Kmart
You
for
again,
8.
Player 1. Max Sennett's silent movie Bumblers. Here's what we wanted. The Keystone Cops.
Keystone Cops.
Player 1. Born in 1862, he founded the Vienna Secession School of Painting and also created vibrant portraits of women. The correct response is Gustav Klimt.
Stuff. Clint. Never heard of him.
We return
Let's
to
go
you,
somewhere
Player
else.
1.
Steve Martin movies 200.
Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Chevy Chase were these title characters of a 1986 comedy. Okay, Player 1.
What are Dirty Rotten Scoundrels?
That's not it.
No.
Anyone else? Here's what we were looking for. The Three Amigos.
Oh, the Three Amigos. Oh well.
In planes, trains, and automobiles, Steve Martin told him, "Those aren't pillows." Let's hear it, Player 3.
Bill Murray?
Sorry, that's
No,
wrong.
not him.
Any other takers? It's Player 1.
Who is Chevy Chase? Oh!
Anyone else care to try to come up with the
John
correct
Candy.
response? Yes, Player 2.
No. Yeah, I really should.
That's it. You've got some money again. Player 2, you start.
Steve Martin movies for 6.
This 1987 comedy in which Steve played Fire Chief C.D. Bales was based on Cyrano de Bergerac. Let's hear it, Player 3.
Roxanne?
Right. Good. Back on the plus
I've
side.
seen that one.
Where do we begin, Player 3?
Steve Martin for 8.
Steve Martin and Bonnie Hunt are the parents of an extremely large
I know
brood
this one.
in this 2003 remake.
This one I most definitely
It's
know.
Player 1.
What is Cheaper by the Dozen?
That's correct.
And let's finish the category.
A lot of Steve Martin, Owen Wilson, and Jack Black are competitive birders in this 2011 comedy.
Well, I don't think I've seen this one. So I'm going to back off.
We're talking about The Big Year.
Oh, the big gear. Okay.
We return to you,
World
Player
Travel for
1.
2.
In July, you can sun yourself on this island and attend its Reggae Sunfest. Player 1,
What is Jamaica?
you got it.
Where's that for 400?
You get dating back to the 6th century. Église Saint-Germain-des-Prés may be the oldest one of these buildings in Paris. Player 1,
What is a church?
that's it.
Okay, where's that for 600?
Player 1, here's Kelly.
You might think twice about traveling to Réunion Island in this ocean. It's home to Piton de la Fournaise, one of the world's most active volcanoes?
Oh, never heard of that volcano.
Here's the correct response. The Indian Ocean.
Oh, the Indian Ocean.
Please
Ballet
pick
for
again, player
200.
one. Cadets attend a dance at a girls' school in graduation ball, a ballet set in this capital of Austria. Player
Is
one?
Vienna?
Yep.
Ballet for 4.
Player one. I may say nay if you do a pas de cheval, a ballet step that imitates this animal.
What is a horse?
Yes, player one? Yep.
Horse, of course.
Player one. He designed sets and costumes for Where the Wild Things Are, a ballet based on his own beloved book.
Who's Maurice Sendak?
Let's hear it, player one.
Correct. 800, please.
Player one. 2000 ballet Todo Buenos Aires features different interpretations of this sensual ballroom dance. Here's the correct response. The tango.
1000.
Select. Here's Jimmy to start us off.
It's the double talk name for this standard ballet skirt.
What is the tutu?
Player one? That's correct. You get to
Where's
pick
World
again,
Travel
player
for
one.
1000?
Don't miss Russia's Winter Palace if you go for this opulent style that preceded Rococo. The correct response is Baroque.
Baroque, okay.
And
Last
we'll wrap
clue
up
in
the
world
board
travel.
with this clue. Yapese and Olithian are spoken there too, but shoppers should know this official language of commerce in Micronesia.
Never even been to Micronesia. So I'm gonna back off.
Yes, player two.
French?
No. Sorry. Anyone else?
Player 2's at minus 600. Player 3.
Okay, player three.
English?
Right.
Yeah, that's right. So he finishes the Jeopardy round
Player
at
two is
1200.
going first
I
in the
have
double Jeopardy round, which
600.
starts after
Player
this.
2 is in the hole at minus 600.
Clues are worth
And we're
$400 to
gonna
$2,000
Get
in
double
these
Jeopardy
categories.
underway right now. And the categories?
Playing possum. Quotable movies. Asian bodies of water. Vocabulary. Let's go to Suriname. And poets. Player two, make a selection, please. as we
Vocabulary
continue.
for 400.
Of praise, increase, or mock. What you do to something, you augment. Let's hear it, player
What
one.
is increase?
Yes.
Okay, vocabulary for 800, please.
Where do we? The body of songs a chanteuse is prepared to sing, or of plays a company is prepared to put on. Let's hear it, player two.
Repertoire?
That's correct. Hey, you're on the
Right.
plus side. Player two, start us.
Vocabulary for 1200.
This word for a type of treaty is from the French for agreement. It's player one.
What is a chord?
You got it.
Yes. Vocabulary for 16.
All right.
Answer there, one of the daily doubles.
Excellent. The first of the two daily doubles. And you have the lead. Player one, give us a wager.
I'll go 1800. For an even 12,000
Here
if I'm
is
right.
your daily double clue. Noun for a person who's sorry and is ritually showing his sorrow under the guidance of a confessor.
What is a toner?
You are still in
No,
first
that's
place.
not correct.
Here's what we were looking for. Penitent.
Oh, penitent. Vocabulary for 2000.
This adjective for a terrifying experience comes from a toothed farm implement used on plowed ground. Player three?
Harrowing?
That is correct.
Yeah, that's what we needed.
Okay, let's get back into this. Player 3,
Portable movies
you make the
4.
next selection as we... My father assured him that either his signature or his brains would be on the contract. We're talking about The Godfather.
Oh, The Godfather. Never seen that one.
Player 3, pick again.
Suriname for 4.
Since many of Suriname's workers come from India, this religion is practiced by almost 30%. Okay, player
What is
1.
Buddhism?
No.
No.
Sorry. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's what we were looking for. Hinduism.
The other one.
Player 3, back to you for our
800,
next selection.
sir.
In a 1667 deal, the English got New York City, and these people got the territory that would become Suriname. Let's hear it, player 2.
The Dutch.
Yep.
That's right.
Player 2, you're in command of the board as we continue, right? A powerful presence in the country is Suralco, part of this giant metals company. Here's what we were looking for. Alcoa.
Alcoa. Okay.
Player 2, you pick again, please.
Suriname for 16.
Suriname is wedged between Guyana and this dependency.
I'll try it.
Player 1?
What is French Guiana?
Yes.
Yes. Suriname for 2,000.
Player 1? About half of Suriname's 439,000 people live in this capital city. It's player 3. Yep.
Paramaribo. That's right, and he's at
Okay, let's get back
200.
into this. Player 3,
Poets for
you make
4.
the next selection as we... A poem by this American begins, When Lilacs Last in the Dooryard Bloomed. Okay, player 1?
Who is Longfellow?
No. Sorry. Anyone else? Here's the correct response. Walt Whitman.
Walt Whitman. Oh.
Player 3. Pick again.
Poets for 8.
All right, here with the clue is Sarah.
Many of the poems of Federico Garcia Lorca have been adapted for this Spanish art form that combines guitar, song, and dance.
Player 2.
It's player 2.
Flamenco. That's right.
Player 2, you start.
Poets for 1,200.
His love song of J. Alfred Prufrock says, In the room the women come and go, talking of Michelangelo. Here's what we were looking for. T.S. Eliot.
Oh, T.S. Eliot.
Player 2, back to you.
Poets for 1,600. Answer there, the other daily double.
Answer.
You have
The second
1,800, but
daily
you can
double.
risk up to
Player
2,000.
2, you're in last place.
Going for
You need
200.
to select your
All right.
wager. Here is your daily double clue. Richard Cory, a gentleman from soul to crown, in a poem by this man, put a bullet through his head. That is
Edwin
correct.
Arlington Robinson. That's right.
Player 2, you pick again, please.
Poets for 2,000.
Funeral Blues by this British poet begins, Stop all the clocks, cut off the telephone. Here's the correct response. W.H. Auden.
Never heard of him.
Player 2, back to you for our next
Asian bodies
selection.
of water.
Also called the Salt Sea, it's actually a large lake between Israel and Jordan. Okay, player
What
1.
is the Dead Sea?
That's correct.
Asian bodies of water for 800.
Player 1. The Sea of Japan splashes against this peninsula that's politically divided into north and south. Yes, player 1.
What is Singapore?
No. Sorry. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this?
Dropping now. And I've been struggling
Okay,
since that
player
daily
2.
double.
Yes.
Yes, Korea. That's what we need.
Where do we begin, player 2? Leading ports on this Gulf include Abadan in Iran and Al-Basra in Iraq. It's player 2.
Persian Gulf.
Incorrect.
4,000. This game's getting pretty
Player
close.
2, back to you for our next selection. This holy river of India was named for the daughter of the mountain god Himalaya. It's player 1.
What is the Ganges?
Right.
2,000.
Player 1. One of the world's longest rivers, it forms the border between China's Sichuan province and Tibet. Okay, player 1.
What is the Yangtze?
You.
There we go. I'm starting to earn some money again.
Player 1, choose
Total
again.
movies for 800.
There was a Stonehenge monument on the stage that was in danger of being crushed by a dwarf. The correct response is Spinal Tap.
1,200.
Player 1. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelled of elderberries. Here's the response we were looking for. Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Monty Python. The Holy
Player 1. You can't handle the truth. Here's the correct response. A Few Good Men.
2,000.
Player 1. Spartans, enjoy your breakfast, for tonight we dine in hell. It's player 1.
What is 300?
That is correct.
Okay. Playing possum for
Player
2,000.
1. The flying possum doesn't fly. Well-developed flaps of skin along its flanks have it known by this 6-letter term. Yes, player 3.
Glider.
That's it.
That's right. So he's got half of what I have.
All right, let's get back into this.
Playing possum
Player 3
4.
has control. Like wombats and bandicoots, possums are members of this group of about 270 species. Player 1.
What are mammals?
Sorry.
Wrong.
That's wrong.
Down to 14,000.
Any other takers?
Player
Let's
3.
hear it, player 3.
Marsupials.
That's
yeah,
correct.
that's it.
Player 3, back to you
Playing
for
possum
our
for
next
8.
selection. Chuck Berry knows this sweet little number of days is the typical gestation period of a possum. Yes, player 1?
What is 16?
Yes.
Playing possum for 1600.
Where do we begin, player 1? Australia and New Guinea are home to the 5 species of this type of possum that may weigh as little as a quarter of an ounce. Here's the response we were looking for. The pygmy possum.
Pygmy possum. And our
And
final
we'll wrap
clue
up
for
the board
1200.
with this clue. Stick to it. In 1948, this Walt Kelly possum hit the funny pages.
Player 2.
Player 2.
Pogo.
Yes.
That's right. So at the end of Double Jeopardy, player 2's 56.
All 3 of you will participate in Final Jeopardy right after this.
600. And I have 14,000.
Everything depends on Final Jeopardy, of course. So let's take a look at the category, shall we? Traveling the globe. What are you going to wait?
Okay. $401 is how much I'd like to bet. Because if player 3 were to double, he'd have 15,000.
The final Jeopardy clue is
Here's our final
flying
Jeopardy
due west from Los Angeles. It's the first foreign country you would reach.
What is Japan? Alright,
Let's
player
see your
2.
response.
You said Japan, and you are
that's
right.
correct.
And you're going to add 2,405. That'll take you to 7,605.
What did you
You're
say?
in second place by $5. We come to player
And that
3. He
was
went down to Russia. You were at 7,205, so you dropped to
Your
395.
response?
And I said Japan,
And that correct.
and I had 401, making me the winner with 15,201. And I get to start a brand new run
New champion.
of Jeopardy for the Xbox 360.
So long.
So my one game total is $15,201. And I'll see you all again next time.